Good afternoon and welcome to today's GuideStar Lunch and Learn, How to Compare and Benchmark Nonprofits. I'm Suzanne Kaufman, GuideStar's Editorial Director, and we're actually going to be focusing on GuideStar Premium subscriptions because GuideStar Premium subscriptions, which you can get either monthly or annually, have tools that you can use to create a peer group, which is really, in my opinion, the first step for benchmarking. Our other delivery model, as we call it, for GuideStar Premium, pay-as-you-go, you can purchase individual reports, and they're very rich. They have up to 5 years' worth of data, but they don't have the tools that let you do in advance a customized search, refine that search, and manage the data you get through your search. I also will not be looking at the GuideStar Premium subscription reports or the pay-as-you-go reports today. If you're interested in walking through a GuideStar Premium GuideStar Premium report, we will be doing it on September 1st during our demo on, or Lunch and Learn on Uncover Your Nonprofit Client or Lead Secrets with GuideStar Premium. So let us look at how you can create a peer group so that you can benchmark an organization or organizations. Your first step is you're going to go to GuideStar Premium subscriptions, advanced search, and you can get there from either the home page, and let me back up on that. It depends if the resolution on your screen, or the color balance on your screen is light, you might have trouble seeing the link. So it's to the right of the Search GuideStar, or if you're on any other page of the site, or almost any other page, the blue toolbar at the top has an advanced search link, and they both go to the same place. So you're on the advanced search page, and for today, I am pretending that I am the representative of a mythical animal welfare organization in Virginia. It's basically a humane society. We're a 501c3 public charity. Our total income is $1.5 million, and our total expenses are $1.4 million. And I want to benchmark my organization's performance, particularly financial performance today, against other organizations. And so I decided that what I want to do first off is that my organization is a lot like the SPCA, in my opinion. So I'm going to use the keyword SPCA. I'm putting it in keywords because it is an abbreviation, and if I put it in organization name, it's going to narrow my results down to just organizations with SPCA in the name. So if it was spelled out, I would be a little less certain of getting the information. I'm not sure yet how big my universe is going to be, so I'm not going to refine it any more than to go down and hit IRS subsection, 501c3 public charity. Since my demo organization is a public charity, I want to do the same thing. You do have the ability to refine by state, zip code, metropolitan statistical area, category, national taxonomy of exempt entity codes, which we'll talk about in a minute, and income. So I'm going to hit search. And I've hit search, and it's working on it. And as you see, I come up with 240 results. I thought I had more than that last time. Nope, that's right, okay. So I come up with 240 results, which will be good. And so I'm going to start just kind of looking at them. And I see, okay, we have the Peninsula Humane Society, which has $10 million in income, and the Richmond Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, which is $3.8 million. So I think, well, I seriously doubt if my organization, with its income of $1.5 million, is going to have much in common at this point with the Peninsula Humane Society. So I decide to go ahead and I'm going to refine my search by income. And we have 27 organizations that have income of $1 million in this search result, that have income of $1 million to $2.5 million. So I'm going to click that. And so this is looking much better. But really, I'm interested in looking at the organizations by expenses, because I happen to know from my own organization, total expenses per year, I should say, I happen to know that when we get a multi-year grant, we have to declare the whole amount of the grant the year we receive it, even though the payment is over several years. So income can vary wildly for charities. So I decided I want to do a comparison, and I'm going to click here where it says Add to Comparison Set, and I'm going to put this organization in a comparison set, and I'm going to put that one, and you can do up to 4. So I'm just going to do the first 4. All right. And then you can access your comparison set from here, from this link in the pop-up box that comes up, or if you happen to go off and do something else, you can come back and do it from the GuideStar Premium toolbox by clicking on Compare. So I have clicked Compare. It is compiling. And I scroll down. I mean, this is looking good. Okay, our income is, again, I had said it was $1.5 million. The first organization looks a little high. I'm going to remove them. The second organization, which is in Ithaca, New York, looks like it's comparable to my organization. The third organization looks like it's comparable to my organization. The fourth, for the purposes of this exercise, still looks a little high. And so I'm going to click Remove, because that's a little high for me. Those two will stay there as long as I leave them there. But then I get to thinking, and I'm looking. I can continue with this process, and I can go ahead and add. Let's see, I did the first 4. I'll do one more just for example's sake. I will add this organization to the comparison set. And the way I can tell that it isn't already there is it had a link that said Add to my comparison set. If it's in the comparison set, it will say View Comparison Set. So I'm going up here again to look. I've added the Green Hill Humane Society. It's looking pretty good. So I'll leave that in there. The other option I have, though, is I decide, well, you know, maybe what I really want to do is look at organizations in Virginia. So what I can do is I can refine my search criteria. So I go to that blue bar at the top of the page, and I hit Refine. I'm going to take out SPCA because I think, well, maybe that's too specific. And now I'm going to put in Virginia. Then I'm going to scroll down, and I have the option of doing categories, and there is a category for animal protection and welfare services, but there's also the option of using National Taxonomy of Exempt Entities Code, which is a system that classifies nonprofits by mission, basically. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I believe it's D, yes, animal related, and there actually is an NTE code that is animal protection and welfare. That includes humane societies and SPCAs. Well, that's me. So I'm going to put D20 here. And for now, because I've changed my geographic criteria and I don't know how many organizations are going to be in my universe, I'm taking off the income. I could leave it, or I could do multiple. Actually, I'll do that. Okay, 1 million, 2.5 million, $500,000 to $1 million. We'll do a range, just for the sake of argument. And we will search. And you'll see I got 32 results. So I can go and add an organization to this to my comparison set. As you see, it says Add to my comparison set. So I'm going to do that just for the sake of argument. I'm going to compare them. And you will see that the 3 organizations that I had put in my comparison set earlier are still there. And so I can decide whether I want to keep this organization. And actually, I'm not going to. I'm sure it's a fine organization, but it's in a different financial strata than my organization is. So I could, if I wanted to, kill this filter and kill that one so that I'm only looking at organizations. Well, they're supposed to go away when you click on that link. So pretend like it went away. I could limit it. Oh, there we go. I've just limited it now to 1 million to 2.5 million in income. And so we've got 32 results. And I decide that since what I'm really interested in is total expenses, I want to go ahead and view these organizations. I'm going to download information on them. Again, I can do that manually. I could do it individually for these organizations by saying add to download queue, add to download queue. But if I want all 32, I can actually go up here to the top of the toolbox and I can say add all results. And now I have just done that. Then I can either click here to view my queue at the bottom of this pop-up box to view my queue, or again, if I've gone off and done something else, had to go to a meeting or something, I can come back and I can hit view download. And here is my download queue. You will see, and I have 10 organizations ready. Okay, good. You will see that you are allowed up to 5,000 organizations a month, or it's actually 5,000 records. If I were to download these 10 organizations 3 times, that would be 30, counting against my 5,000. And since I've got 10 here, I'm going to select all, and I'm going to say download to my queue. You have to name your file, and I'm going to call it Virginia Animal Welfare Orgs. You have the choice of saving it as an CSV file, which is a comma delimited file, or a pipe delimited file. CSV is easy to save into Excel. Pipe you can also save as an Excel file. Pipe is particularly good for very large files, I understand, and for importing into Access, although you can, Microsoft Access, you can also import CSV files. Your fields are pre-established, but you can pick or take off as many as you want, and you can also save your field preferences for future downloads. When you are ready to do your download, you hit Create File, and you will see all of the organizations or your downloads that you have done in the last 30 days, and you will see that how long the files are available to you. You can click on the file. Normally I would just save it, but for this purposes I'll open it. Come here, guys. And looking at total expenses, okay, there's some good candidates in here. I could decide, though, that what I really want to do is refine my search even more. And so I might go back to refine my search. And in this case, I am going to add the cities and the District of Columbia that are contiguous to Virginia, not cities, states, sorry. I do know the difference, that are contiguous to Virginia. So I'm doing that. And the reason I'm picking, there are 2 reasons I'm picking Virginia. One is I'm in Virginia right now, and the second is I grew up in the D.C. area, and I'm not good with geography, and I can actually remember the states that are around Virginia more easily than I could with somewhere else in the country. So I'm going to save that. And I have 17 results. And actually, just for the fun of it, I'm going to take off the income filter. And now I have 1,026, and I decide, I really like that because I'm benchmarking. So I'm going to name this search. I'm going to name it D.C., Kentucky, Maryland Animal Organizations. Again, I can download all of these results to ultimately to an Excel-compatible file. Or I could go through and I'm going to empty my comparison set. And this is the last thing I'm going to do. I know we're getting short on time. I could empty my comparison set just for now. because I've decided I want to do geographic, and the organizations I was looking at were farther away than just Virginia and the states around it. And I'm just going to scroll down, and okay, this looks like a good one. I actually can save organizations to a list. And I'm going to scroll down some more. I'm looking for, 1.2, that looks good. I'm going to add that saved organization to a list. 1.6, that's looking good. Because the expenses that I was talking about were 1.5, Alley Cat Rescue. And I can save more than 4. It's the comparison that you are limited to 4. Okay, add to my saved orgs. And I can access my saved orgs either from this link or, you've probably guessed, from the toolbox. And so I'm going to view my saved organizations. And I could, at this point, download all of these organizations, add them to my queue, or I could actually start going into the reports, looking at them. And there's my queue. Or, and I forgot to say, the other thing is, if I want to, you can navigate around GuideStar Premium's features by clicking My Account, and then here we are. I'm going back to my saved searches, and I forgot to take out, the income is out there, good. Yes. Okay. That was my saved searches. See? I want my saved organizations. Here, I could actually start adding them to a comparison set, and I could refine even further. So that is pretty much how you can use GuideStar Premium to set up a peer group, to give you nonprofits to benchmark. The download, view download, I'm not going to download my queue. I'm going to the dashboard because I want to look at the one I just ran, which is this one. The data you get allows you to, the download allows you to get data that you can manipulate a little more, where you can really compare more than 4 organizations and find the ones that mesh best with your criteria. And then the reports are very rich. And as I said, we're not going into the reports today, but they are very rich. So that is pretty much what I wanted to show you today. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope this was informative. Please feel free to use the feedback links to give us your feedback, your suggestions, and we look forward to you all joining us in the weeks that come for our demos. Thanks a lot.